Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about what do you need to do to be a travel agent? This is such a hot topic and one of our most viewed videos on YouTube. So I'm doing a reboot of it today and sharing exactly what you need to do to be a travel agent. I'm also going to be talking about what you need to do versus what you should do to be a travel agent, and also the best resources for getting started in the industry. So if that sounds interesting, keep on watching.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. Wanna make sure that you understand. You're the one who gives my life color.
All right, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We put out new content every single week to help you grow your travel businesses. And by the way, if you are new here, you may not have met me yet. I would love for you to drop a little comment to say, I'm new, so I can say hi and welcome you to our community. And also, I'm Cyndi Williams, so now we're friends. I started in the industry way back in 25 years ago, way back in 94, and I own and operate my own travel agency that's award-winning, nationally recognized, and I'm also the CEO of Careers on Vacation that helps people just like you launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses all over the world. So today we're discussing how do I be a travel agent? Right? There's so many paths to becoming a travel agent, especially with the boom of the internet, right? And some paths are harder than others, and some paths are better than others. And every path is different, and not every path is perfect for every person. So we're really going to dive into that today. And I would love to learn, if you're watching this video, obviously you're thinking about becoming a travel agent, but I would love you to tell me below, why do you want to be a travel agent? What's your why? I would love to know that as well, if you wouldn't mind sharing. And also, I have a very in-depth course that is free. If you have the secret link, you can go to careersonvacation.com/masterclass, and I'll link that down below for you too. But if you're really thinking about getting into the travel industry, my masterclass, The 5 Shifts to a 6-Figure Travel Business and Beyond, goes in depth in some of these topics that we're going to be talking about today. But let's get to the nitty gritty. Which is the right startup process for you? So people go different routes. Some people, let's start with the first route. Some people they get a certification, or they go to travel school and then they get a position as a travel agent, or they start to become a travel agent from home, which is really cool. You can do as well. So as I go through each of these categories, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of all of them. So if you get a certification or you go to travel school, you're feeling good, you know how to be a travel agent, you can apply, you can work for another agency, you can start from home. The pros to this process are that it is a detailed learning. You're going to gain confidence. You are going to actually learn how to book travel, which is an important thing. And a certification really helps with consumer confidence. When people are going, why should I book with you? Which is a question we get all the time. You're able to respond with, here's why, here's the value that I bring, and here's what I know, and here's how I can help you. The cons to that route, if you go to more of a traditional travel school or a traditional certification, is they don't actually teach you how to run your online business. So you will know how to be a travel agent, but you're still going to have to figure those business pieces out on your own, or do something that's more of a hybrid approach, which we'll talk about in a second. So that is another option. Now, what's the second way that you can become a travel agent? There are actually companies, they call this process hosting. You can actually pay a travel host and you can be a travel agent tomorrow. Yep. I'm not saying you should do that, especially if you don't know how to be a travel agent, but there are companies who will charge you a fee and they will turn on, right, your travel agent access. And a lot of people think, oh my gosh, that's perfect. This is the answer to all my problems. I love travel. I book my own travel. This will be a cinch. I'll just start booking travel for other people. And while that sounds amazing and sounds in your head like it might work out, and sometimes it does after, some bruises and bumps and learning, you have to remember that the teaching yourself how to be a travel agent part is still going to be your responsibility. You still have to figure out how to do it. You have to learn all of the ins and outs of the industry that travel agents that are already established know, right? Like booking your own travel is one skill set. Booking other people's travel using travel agency systems, processes, and protocols is a very different thing indeed. So keep in mind, these companies can be, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, that's kind of all over the map. We dig deeper into that in other videos, but they are charging you a fee. So they're getting that monthly fee, and you're on your own to figure out what you're doing. So some pros, let's go through pros and cons of this type of setup, because I'm not saying any of these are good or bad. It really depends. Like if you're coming with 20 years of industry experience and you already worked in the industry in the past, this might be the perfect setup for you because you already know what you're doing. So, but let's go through pros and cons of this hosting approach. One is you get to say you're a travel agent tomorrow. I'm a travel agent, right? It's easy, fast setup. You pay a fee and boom, you have logins. The cons are it can really be completely overwhelming, especially if you're new. You have to learn how to be a travel agent on your own. You have to muddle through trying to set yourself up as an online business, which hosts don't do because you're an I-9 contractor with them. They can give you hints or put you in this direction, or other people are doing this is a common thing that they'll say, but you're really on your own to kind of set that up. So you can't expect, it's not like working for an employer. Does that make sense? So don't expect that. Also, the advice will serve your long-term goals because they want you to be hosting under their network. They're going to earn a percentage of all your sales going forward. And of course, those monthly fees, right? So the other approach is kind of setting up on your own, which is a whole nother topic as well. But I just want to plant that little seed that sometimes it can be great to be with a host for the short term, dependent on your skill set, confidence level, all of those things. But those are kind of the pros and cons, right? So travel agent tomorrow, but you're going to have to figure out everything on your own. The next process is either a travel program or a mastermind that also, this is that hybrid approach that will teach you how to be a travel agent, but also how to be relevant in online space or how to set up your business. So this is one of my favorites. And of course, I'm biased because I run one of these programs. So full disclosure, I share these videos because I want you guys to pick what's best for you. I don't mind sharing my competitor information or telling you everything that's out there in the industry, because I really do, at the end of the day, from a human to a human, want you to make the best decision for you on what's going to serve you the best and what you want to do. But yeah, I'm going to be biased because I built my program based on feedback and all of the things you were telling me that you needed to be more successful in the travel industry. But the reason I like this hybrid approach is really it teaches you how to become a travel agent. That's still job one, become a skilled travel agent, right? How do I book all of these things? How do I book travel for others? How do I, accuracy, verification, customer service, sales, marketing, all the things. And then you also need to learn how to operate your business online. This is the juicy stuff that a lot of people don't share, because just like me, like I've had my agency forever and it took a long time. It took a lot of wasted money. It took a lot of things that didn't work before we got it into a well-oiled machine where it's rinse and repeat, and we're in a really good flow of bringing abundance on a regular basis. People don't share that information because it's a lot of hard knocks and it took a long time to build. And so that's the piece. This is the gap that is out there in the industry. It's great to get a certification or to turn on logins, but this is kind of filling that gap of how do you get relevant and get into business. When I started in the industry so many years ago, I went to travel school and then I went to work for a company, and I would pick up the phone and there would be leads. Like I didn't have to get my own leads. You have to get your own leads today. And so a lot of times people get lost when they get to that part. These programs will typically have less fluff. Like there's not a lot of time management or like how to write a business email, that kind of stuff. So typically these are quicker type certifications. You're going to get more personalized support. The pros of this type of program is you're going to get confidence as a travel agent, but you're also going to learn that real world application. You're going to have someone right there kind of holding your hand as you set up your business, which is a big deal. These are typically learning while earning models, so you don't have to graduate before you start earning money, which is my favorite part, because some typical or traditional travel schools or certifications, you go to a 1-year program. Some of them are 2-year programs and beyond, and you do that first, and then you're expected to start in the workforce somehow. No, we can teach you how to do that faster if you know all the steps to take, so you can start booking trips for even friends and family within a matter of a few weeks. So it's a more personal approach and one-on-one guidance that's really in your best interest. I'm not aligned with any particular travel host, and I don't host you as an agent. I really consider that to be a conflict of interest, right? So it's one of those things where my advice to you, whether I'm doing a video or whether you are my client, is always going to be in your best interest. When I said earlier, like sometimes a host will love to keep you under their umbrella, like they're not going to offer the information on how to go independent as an agent, but your goal should always be to be graduating from a host eventually, even if you're with one now. How do you get to that place where you're independent, earning 100% of your commission, negotiating your own deals, getting the perks that travel agency owners get? That's when you guys get to the juicy stuff. So you can move things a little bit faster. The cons of a program like this is you're going to pay for it. It's going to be more money. Programs that have real people to help you and that get you faster results are going to cost you more. It's not just going to be a certification or an online program that you buy and it like sits on your program for 12 months and you do it when you feel like it. No, it's really more of a consulting. Like we work with you and you're going to move forward, whether it's mine or someone else's. But those are kind of the pros and cons for the different types of setups, guys. So I don't know if I would love to know which one you're kind of leaning towards, or if you guys have been through one of these setups before, feel free to put it in comments for the newer agents who are following along, because I know this is always the first thing. Like, I don't want to make mistakes when I get started. I really want to make sure I'm doing it the right way, and then I can have the most amount of success. If I'm going to spend time or any kind of money on it, you want to be successful faster. So couple of things that you also want to think about as you get started on how to be a travel advisor. So we just covered all the different like typical setups for travel agents as you get started. The next thing you're really going to want to think about is, do I want to get set up as a real business, or do I just want to be a contractor for someone else? So are you going to set up an LLC? Are you going to set up a sole proprietor? Or are you just going to be like a 1099 staffer for one of these other programs that are out there? So just think about that. If you do have the ambition to have your own thing eventually, I think it makes a lot of sense to set up your own business from the beginning. That's just food for thought. The other thing you want to think about is deciding what to sell. What do you want to sell? What are you passionate about? What do you want to book for clients every day? What, if you were going for coffee this afternoon and you love to talk about travel, what trip would you love to talk about the most? So depending on what you set up, you can kind of start to map out your agency, right? Or your business as you kind of start. One of the things we work with in Careers on Vacation is we really work with our clients to say, what are you passionate about? But then also the other thing I want you to consider is there a seasonality to what you're picking? What do I mean by that? If you're specializing in European vacations, your season is summer. That's your big season. What's going to bring money into your business in the wintertime? So that's something just to think about. We consult with clients on making sure you're protecting your cash flow year round, right? So as you start to think about that mix, just food for thought, think about that as well. Number 4, the other thing you want to think about is establishing your business online, right? So we talked about this earlier, regardless of whatever program you do, whether it's certification, whether it's someone turns on credentials and you're a travel agent tomorrow, or you take a mastermind program where you're doing more of an artful launch for your business. How are you going to show up online? What automated tools are you going to put in place? What is your online presence strategy going to be? What marketing are you going to do? What tools are you going to use? Things like CRMs. So there's a lot. And again, this is the pieces that people don't necessarily think about when you're like, yes, I want to be a travel agent. I'm going to help people with vacations. I don't want to overwhelm you. All of this stuff can be learned, but as you establish your business online, these are things you need to think about if you want to be successful faster. So think about that list: automation, what's your online presence, what's your marketing strategy going to be, and where are you going to keep your data when someone calls and goes, my name is this and I want to go on a trip. Where are you going to put that information? So having a system that keeps their data in a place where you can access it again and also use it for different things like marketing, sales funnels, and a million other things that use a CRM for, and just general operations of your business. I'm going down a rabbit hole, so I will continue. Again, I don't want to overwhelm you guys like this. I told you the hour-long masterclass goes into a little more depth, so definitely check that out when you're done watching this video. This is really meant to be a high level of things you need to think about to be a travel agent or travel advisor. The next thing you want to think about is starting to sell, right? You're going to start selling and serving clients. That is the next step. After you get your education, after you set up online, you turn your I'm open sign on and you make sales, and then you make money. Then what you want to do is continue to grow your travel business. And as you grow, the other thing to keep in mind in this industry that's really important and you need to sign up for from day one is staying educated and informed on what's going on in our industry. That is a big thing because people want to work. They don't want to work with just any travel agent. They want to work with a skilled agent that's top of their game and they know the things that are going on. So guys, I hope this was helpful today to go through these different setups. And like I said, some are better than others, and a lot of it is dependent on who you are and how you like to learn and what your ambition level is for your business. Is it going to be hobby? Do you want to go hobby eventually full time? These are things that can kind of weigh into your decision. But if you're leaning towards working in more of an outfit and learning how to be a travel agent plus learning how to set up your online business at the same time so you can do that learning while earning approach, you want to get a certification quickly and you really want to set up your business to have the most results in the least amount of time, I really encourage you to check out our Careers on Vacation program. This is the one where we work with clients every single day to help you guys launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses. We are ASTA affiliated, and you get, not only do you get an amazing online program, you also get access to my amazing team, this team that helped me build my travel brand to what it is today, being a 7-figure travel brand. And we are an industry recognized certification that you'll be able to leverage as you move forward. And I'm so proud to say we are the most reviewed travel program in the industry. We have well over 100 case studies on YouTube now. And so definitely check that out. I'm sure there's a story that's similar to yours if you want to learn a little bit more. But if you guys want to apply to work with me and my team, definitely reach out to us at careersonvacation.com/ready now. We can talk to you about your goals and see if it's a fit to work together. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and ring those notification bells so you get all of our amazing content as it drops every single week. And I would love if you guys visited us over in the other places so I can meet you over on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, wherever you like to play and have fun. We're in all of those places having a ton of fun as well. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I wish you so much love. I wish you so much abundance. I wish you the world. I'll see you next week. Bye guys. Here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.